It's markabusi here and we're back with another song reaction, and today we are doing the song Cálice by Chico Buarque and Milton Nascimento. I have been told that I should not be reacting to these songs unless I have some kind of knowledge about the Brazilian dictatorship of the 70s. So I have done my research, which is Wikipedia, which says the military dictatorship in Brazil, which is the Ditadura Militar, occasionally referred to as the Fifth Brazilian Republic, was established on the 1st of April 1964 after a coup d'etat by the Brazilian armed forces with support from the United States government against President João Goulart. The Brazilian dictatorship lasted for 21 years until the 15th of March 1985. Incidentally, 20 days after I was born. So we're going to go in, we're going to listen to it now that I know that there was a Brazilian dictatorship during the 70s and the 80s which was funded by the American government to take out João Goulart. That is going to in no way inform my opinion of the music.
Pai, afasta de mim esse cálice.
Pai, afasta de mim esse cálice.
Pai, afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue. Pai,
afasta de mim esse cálice, Pai.
Afasta de mim esse cálice, Pai.
Afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue. Como beber dessa bebida amarga, tragar a dor, engolir a labuta.
Right. I think I'm starting to understand this. Chico had to be really clever in the way that he did his songs so that they would pass censorship. So this seems to be phrased this in a way as if it's like a kind of borderline pseudo-religious song, but it's not. What they're saying is, Father, take this cup away from me, the red wine of blood. He's saying the Father is the people who are responsible for looking after you. It's like the government. It's like, take this chalice away from me and like get rid of the bloodshed. But chalice in Portuguese also sounds like shut up. He's basically telling the government to shut up. In a kind of roundabout way, it's a kind of double entendre. Him in one hand saying stop the bloodshed and get rid of the dictatorship, and he's also telling the dictatorship to shut up. On the one hand, a kind of like a protest song, but at the same time it's also like a kind of slap in the face to the people who would be trying to censor him. That's fucking genius.
Vinho tinto de sangue. Como beber dessa bebida amarga, tragar a dor, engolir a labuta. Mesmo calada a boca, resta o peito. Silêncio na cidade não se escuta. De que me vale ser filho da santa? Melhor seria ser filho da outra. Outra realidade menos morta. Tanta mentira, tanta força bruta.
Pai, afasta de mim esse cálice.
Pai, afasta de mim esse cálice. Pai, afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue.
Como é difícil acordar calado, se na calada da noite eu me dano. Quero lançar um grito desumano, que é uma maneira de ser escutado. Esse silêncio todo me atordoa. Atordoado eu permaneço atento, na arquibancada pra qualquer momento ver emergir o monstro da lagoa. Pai.
Okay, so it seems like this song is basically about the censorship. He can't just stand by whilst he's being silenced and watch this shit happen. But like whilst he's watching the dictatorship, he feels like he needs to kind of scream out. But how can you do that when they're shutting down everything that he's saying? So then he's got to go to these lengths to do it. It's fucking genius. I don't get all the kind of small references because I don't know Portuguese. So things like when he did Censorship, I didn't get the whole paraproxy tones thing that he'd done. I'd kinda noticed it, but I didn't realise what it was or what the intention of it was because I don't speak Portuguese. I'd noticed that there was something happening there, but I didn't know what it was. This, I am certain there are subtleties that I am not picking up on, but if I can get the general message, then I'll be happy enough. But this is also the genius thing that he does. He takes messages like that, he sinks them into songs that are so well disguised as sounding about something else that it manages to slip past the censorships. He puts it behind just really pretty and calm music so that the people in charge just don't even notice. We had this conversation the last time with the previous Chico song that we did about how draconian governments and people in power don't pay attention to the beauties and the subtleties of art. It passes them by. They don't have an appreciation of it. And he uses that to his benefit to go and push out this stuff. And then there are people out there who are saying that he's basically a capitalist preaching communist values. And I don't think that that's the case. I think firstly he's allowed to make money off his music, and secondly I also believe that how's he supposed to not live in a capitalist society? You can live in amongst society and you can live in a situation and still criticise that situation for being not ideal. That's the whole point of democracy, and it's the whole point of dialogue, is that you're supposed to be able to turn around and go, this could be better.
Afasta de mim esse cálice, afasta de mim esse cálice, afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue. De muito gorda a porca já não anda, de muito usada a faca já não corta. Como é difícil, vai abrir a porta, essa palavra presa na garganta. Esse pileque homérico no mundo, de que adianta ter boa vontade? Mesmo calado o peito resta a cuca dos bêbados do centro da cidade.
That was so cool. It's just a really fucking interesting kind of jazzy bass line that was thrown in there just out of nowhere. Completely changed the whole mood of that thing. And then it seemed as if what they were saying basically was that at some point it get like, so when he was saying like the sow, hold on to find the words, the sow's too fat and no longer walks, and the knife so used that it no longer cuts, is that basically they've become so grotesque and so over the top that at this point you're kind of dull to it. Dictatorship doesn't really hold the same kind of level of horror that it once did, because you've kind of become desensitized to it, because they've kind of overplayed their hand a wee bit. But which also leads in nicely into what he was saying in the previous song about how like eventually that shit will burn itself out and human nature and nature will replace that because it always wins. It's just good messaging across all of these songs.
Pileque homérico no mundo, de que adianta ter boa vontade? Mesmo calado o peito resta a cuca dos bêbados do centro da cidade. Afasta de mim esse cálice, afasta de mim esse cálice, afasta de mim esse cálice de vinho tinto de sangue.
Talvez o mundo não seja pequeno, nem seja a vida um fato consumado. Quero inventar o meu próprio pecado, quero morrer do meu próprio veneno. Quero perder de vez tua cabeça,
minha cabeça perder teu juízo. Cálice. Quero cheirar fumaça de óleo diesel. Cálice. Me embriagar até que alguém me esqueça. Cálice. The bit about that I really liked was at the very end when the music drops out and it was him just kind of saying that he wants to have the free will to be able to make his own choices, deal with his life the way that he wants to deal with his life. And whilst he's doing that, the other guy is doing a refrain of shut up all the way through it. They're going to think he's just saying cop. Anybody who's listened to the song knows they're saying shut up. And I just thought that was really, really clever. It's just, the guy's a fucking genius. The guy's legitimately an actual bona fide genius, and it's ridiculous that I'm only just now even hearing about this guy, and it was a pure fluke. Like, I could have comfortably have went my entire life without having ever heard of this guy, and that would have been a damn shame. That was Cálice by Chico Buarque and Milton Nascimento. Was that even close with what I thought that song was about? Let me know. What's the next Chico Buarque song that I should do? Should I check out some Milton Nascimento? Is he good? Because I'm falling down a fucking rabbit hole here, so I might as well just keep going. In the meantime, I've been markabusi. Thank you very much for watching. If you've managed to get this far into the video and you've enjoyed it, feel free to give it a like, maybe subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more Chico Buarque happening, so if you want to see more videos from me about that, that's the best way to do it. I'll see you next time.